Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom from SBR Picks. Crystal Palace versus Liverpool is the first match to play on Sunday. Both teams have had a poor run of late. So what can we expect to see from this match? Lee Phelps joins us now to run through this match from a betting perspective. Now, Lee, neither team have really had a successful last 5 matches, with Crystal Palace trailing dangerously close to the relegation zone. What are you predicting to see here?
Who knows? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I suppose, you look at it statistically, and Crystal Palace still failing to score that many goals at home. Only once have they scored more than 1 goal this season at the home ground, and that was in the 2-0 win over Leicester. Liverpool have scored 3 goals on 2 occasions, once when they beat Tottenham 3-0, which is still their best performance of the season, and once when they beat QPR, rather luckily, 3 goals to 2. So, Liverpool, if they're given space, they can score goals. I don't expect Crystal Palace to give them that space. Neil Warnock's been talking about going back to basics and being strong defensively this week. So I think Crystal Palace will look to give Liverpool possession, sit in their own half, and look to use the pace that they have got up front to try and exploit Liverpool when they attack. But I find it very hard to pick a winner in this. I mean, it should be simple, shouldn't it? Liverpool should win this game. But I don't know how much people out there trust kind of, hoodoos and think, and clubs who have, results over other clubs. But just very quickly, Crystal Palace, way back in 1989, they lost 9-0 to Liverpool, the Liverpool team that was beating everyone in the late 80s. But then Crystal Palace beat them in the FA Cup semi-final the following April and went on, to the FA Cup final. Now, that's been largely blamed, if you like, that defeat, for the kind of crumble of Liverpool's dynasty and how they've kind of tailed off over the years. Fast forward to last season, Liverpool are going for the Premier League title, a 3-0 up against Crystal Palace and end up drawing the game 3-3. Luis Suarez could have scored about 6 goals that game. And again, that's largely blamed as being the game that kind of stopped Liverpool winning the Premier League title last season. So if something happens to Crystal Palace when Liverpool come to town, that might not be enough for people to back Crystal Palace, but I think they could get a draw out of this game. OK,
interesting. Yeah, the 3-way line has Liverpool priced 1.91, which on paper would be the obvious bet there. The draw 3.75, Crystal Palace 4.6. Is there a way that you'd maybe play sort of a double chance kind of thing, Crystal Palace in the draw, or a draw no bet kind of option to kind of cover yourself? Is that maybe a kind of a more realistic kind of approach to the winners market?
Yeah, I think it is, because you're getting 2 results out of the 3 then, aren't you? And, a small part of me thinks that Crystal Palace could get a win. I'd be very surprised. Of the 3 results, I think the Crystal Palace win would be the most surprising, obviously. The Liverpool win would be the least surprising, but then the odds aren't very favourable. You don't really want to be backing a Liverpool team who have just got very little confidence. I'm not convinced by them at all at the moment. So I think that's the best way to go. Crystal Palace and the draw gives you 2 results out of 3.
Yeah, exactly. What other markets are you looking at this match, Lee?
Well, I've got one that I think I've unearthed, which I really like. Crystal Palace haven't scored a first-half home goal this season. Liverpool have scored 8 away goals so far this season. 6 of the 8 have been in the second half. I think we'll see goals in the second half. Now, you could back the highest scoring half to be the second. That's around just about 5-4, just above even money. But one bet I do like is both teams to score in the second half, and that's priced up 11-4. So just under 3-1. I think that's a fair bet. I can see Liverpool conceding, and I can see them scoring. And if those stats ring true, then I think 11-4 for both teams to score in the second half is a nice price.
Yep, and that certainly does increase the odds there. Both teams to score in the second half. I like it. Lee Phelps, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks.
The SBR network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the SportsBook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.